Hey, this is Vaughn from exactremedy.com. If you leave a comment or subscribe, I would really appreciate, because just give me some good feedback. Anyway, today I'm going to be talking about Burnett. I forget what his first name is. J. Compton Burnett. Now, what I'm going to talk about is this book called The Best of Burnett. But what's interesting is Burnett has like a bunch of different books. I think it's like 10 or 20 different like little books like this. They're like really tiny. I mean, they're like the size of my hand if you look. And they're not that expensive. I got this a while back for like maybe $4, and this one I got for $3. And this one's called Neuralgia, Its Causes and Its Remedies, with a chapter on angina pectoris. This one was called Disease of the Veins and Disease of the Liver. And so I love how like tiny these books are. First of all, they're really cute and really intriguing. I put them in my little, I don't know if you can see this here, but I have like a little area where it's like for smaller books in my library. But what I'm going to talk about is this book here, and compare it to the set of books that he's got that are the smaller ones. Now, someone somewhere along the way came by and said, I'm going to compile all of his books. Now, by the way, Burnett is a really interesting homeopath. He's like one of these homeopaths that's like, yeah, the philosophy's cool and everything, but let's get some results, okay? It's not all about like, well, according to the theory. No, he would try different things, and he talks about how he failed in this case and that case, and by accident he might use this, and it worked, and he's got a lot of case histories and really interesting books. I don't have the list in front of me, but I mean, he's got one on vaccinosis. He's got one. I have a couple more of them. I'm just having a hard time finding them right now in my library, but they're in there somewhere. But anyway, point is, he's got a set of really cool books, and someone came along, they're gonna like reorganize it and put it into this one big volume, which is a great idea. I just wish that they hadn't disorganized the whole little separate books and then reorganized them in these like weird kind of ways. I wish they'd have just put the book in as is and just made one big volume out of it. And so, like, if you could see here, I got these little like tabs or whatever to help organize it, because it's really confusing and really weird. It does have like a table of contents type of like an index in the back, which kind of helps you a little bit find remedies and different conditions and stuff like that. And there's a thing in the front to help you find the conditions. But overall, I mean, it's one of these things where it's like 50-50. It's like organized like crap. I hate the organization of this book. It totally breaks when you read those little books, there's like a kind of like a train of thought, like a flow. These stories, they kind of all lead from one to another in a way. There's like a flow to them. And like a real kind of, I don't know, there's something about reading a little book on the liver by this, clinical, guy, and and it's like each one, it's like really tiny. There's something real kind of like cozy about reading something like this, and that essence gets really broken down when you got this book. And so maybe if you had both sets, you might have a good collection, because there's some things that are indexed here that are really interesting, and maybe you can use this to find stuff in those other books that might be a little bit hard to find, as these books, some of them they're not really properly indexed that great, so it's a little bit harder. I mean, like this one has like no indexing almost. Well, that's interesting. Rodemacher. I'm not sure how to say this guy's name, but it's in memory to him. So, there's some innovative stuff in some of these. But no, there's indexes that are pretty good in here. It's not too bad. It's got like remedy names and stuff. So, I mean, I don't know. It's definitely worth getting. I paid, just in honor of Burnett. He's such a great author. But it's very sturdy. Some of these Indian editions, the B-Drain type things. And yeah, man, I mean, I couldn't recommend any higher, Barnett's work, because it's just so insightful, and it says it captures such the spirit of what homeopathy is about. You know, it's not this kind of like, whenever I read his stuff, I get this, you also get the sense of the time that he lived in. I'm not sure what time he was in, but I think it sounds like turn of the century kind of a thing here. I think he was an American homeopath, I'm pretty sure of that. But let me see if I could see the dates on this. 1890. So you get this real feel for, like, you know, how remedies have to be shipped, and it takes time to get from location A to location B. It's not that easy to get from, you know, here to there. You get a sense of, like, the different clients he's had. So it's almost like a very interesting kind of historical, you know, like, viewpoint, or I don't know how you would say it, but like a historical document. Just not even from a medical and clinical perspective, just from a perspective of history. Anyway, I love his work. I have mixed feelings about this particular book. I love these little ones. I have no mixed feelings about these ones. They're just really cool little booklets, and really neat and cute. So anyway, thank you.